There are just so many people telling you that YouTube is as simple as uploading one video per week or per month, and it is a sure thing that you will keep getting views day after day. However, once you start uploading your own videos, you will notice that regardless of how many hours of work you spend per each video, most of them will go totally flat and YouTube will not recommend your videos. In this video, I will show you how I went from this, where I was basically only getting 1 or 2 views per day, to this, where I keep generating revenue and views even months after that video has been published. Starting a YouTube channel can be a pretty overwhelming thing, where you basically need to learn about scripting, recording, editing, some SEO here and there, and you need to learn all of these things at once, only to see little to no progress at all. If you want to see your graphs going from this to this, then make sure to watch this video till the end, as I reveal to you 4 steps I apply to my videos. I started this channel back in February, and from the very beginning I decided to take it very seriously, so I bought a professional camera and set up a professional studio. I started uploading my videos, and almost immediately I noticed this weird pattern. I upload the video, it keeps getting impressions and views on the first 2 or 3 days, and then suddenly stops. At first I thought that this was normal, since my videos were not so good in terms of quality. However, with the passing of months, I noticed something even stranger. There were other videos from other channels with seemingly bad quality, but surprisingly they were getting recommended by the YouTube algorithm and getting hundreds of views per day. It was around this time that I decided to deep dive into the analytics of my channel, where I discovered the very first out of 4 tips I applied to my videos. While taking a look at my analytics, I discovered the shocking truth. My retention graphs look something like this, which was pretty terrible to be seen. Regardless of me spending hours and hours editing my videos, I was losing my audience from the very first couple of seconds, so it was time to fix that. I decided to make my intros as short as possible and directly show the viewers what they wanted to see, so as to make sure that I would have their attention and they would be reassured that whatever they were looking for could be found in that video. With that crucial change, my graphs went from this massive fall in the first couple of seconds to this above typical retention. Another trick that I applied to my intros was that while editing, I introduced a new item on the screen every 1 or 2 seconds, so I could keep them visually engaged. Now that I fixed the problem with my intros, I started to think how I could flat the line and keep the viewers on my video for as long as possible, and with that in mind, I discovered the second trick that I started to apply to my videos. The reason you're watching this video is because you and I are sharing the same problem here, which is YouTube not recommending our content. If I randomly start speaking now about ways on how you can spend $1,000, you totally lose interest in this video and probably click somewhere else because it's not something related to you. So no matter what your content is about, you need to think of how to make your content more relatable to your largest audience. That is part of the reason why I keep sharing with you my graphs from my analytics, so you know that I've been in the same position as you and improved my position through applying these tricks. Now let me show you how well relatability actually works. A couple of weeks back, I decided to go through a challenge where I tried to make 1 sale with dropshipping. At first I thought that I could be using TikTok ads, but on a second thought I decided to be relatable to my audience and try dropshipping with no money, since most of my viewers don't want to spend a lot. Since many of my viewers could easily relate to this situation, this video had a very high average view duration, so make sure you don't ignore relatability. Now, having people that will watch your video for a long time is a great thing, but before that you need to have people that will actually click on the video to watch it. The more people click on your video, the more YouTube will recommend it to the new viewers. Things changed for me when I started doing this. First, I would open a new tab on my browser, then I will simply go to the YouTube's homepage, and regardless of what videos I see there, I will put the mouse on automatic scroll and not touch it till I see a thumbnail that attracts my attention that much that it makes me move my hand and touch the mouse. Then I started studying those thumbnails and the titles and realized that people are more likely to click if one of 3 conditions are met. First, the video promises some fast results. I started to include this element in my videos since people would love to see my results from trying to make money on YouTube in 1 week or how much did I make with YouTube after 36 hours. Second, there need to be something blurred on the thumbnail that sparks the curiosity for the people to click. When you watch a video of a YouTuber sharing how much he made on the platform, you might notice that they normally reveal the number by the end of the video. Otherwise, people will simply click off as soon as they see that number. So make sure to be transparent with your viewers, but leave something off the table that will make your viewers thirsty for more and ensure you get a high click-through rate. And third, avoid having exactly the same information in the title and the thumbnail. Instead, you want to make the title and the thumbnail work together so you get that click. If we take a look on one of my videos, you will notice that its title is "Why YouTube videos suddenly stop getting views," and you don't see any of those words in the thumbnail. Instead, you see the word "shadow banned," which has a higher impact and attracts more attention than a bunch of words. The rest of the thumbnail contributes to giving a fuller picture of what is actually going on. So far, I had worked on the intro and the people were not abandoning the videos at the beginning anymore. I made my videos relatable to the viewers, so they kept watching for a longer time. And finally, after improving my thumbnails and my titles, I was having some decent click-through rate on my channel. After all of these adjustments, my videos were performing better. But no matter what, on the third day, the impressions were dropping off the cliff. And it was around this time that I finally discovered the secret sauce that I needed to add to my videos to make the YouTube algorithm recommend them like crazy. Well, probably the term "add to my videos" is not correct. And let me show you why you're actually here. So you had a great idea about the video you created. You spent hours bringing that idea to life and creating an engaging script. Then you spend a lot of time editing it together and uploading it on the platform, only to get a couple of views in its first 2 or 3 days. And that feels terrible, doesn't it? Well, if you don't want to go through that feeling, then hear me out for a second. The process of making the YouTube algorithm recommend your videos starts way earlier than when you press publish. Whenever I think of creating a new video, the first thing I do is go on YouTube and search for some keywords related to the topic. If I see that there are already too many recent videos on that topic, it means that it's already too competitive, so I either go for the option of giving it another twist or abandon that idea altogether. The number of tools you can use to get some data is huge. However, what I like to do is simply open a new private window where the YouTube algorithm basically has no data of the user and search for the topic to see what videos it will show me. Again, if there are too many recent videos on that topic, I will abandon that idea. Now, in case you're wondering how well is it working for me, let me show you this. Whenever I try to create a video and ignore the fact that there are already too many videos out there, the graph looks something like this, regardless of me spending 5 days on that video. While when I make a lot of research beforehand, I keep making money from a video I uploaded months ago. So in simple words, you cannot afford to ignore the crucial step of checking for competition. Now, there are some videos that have all the 4 elements that I've mentioned so far, and yet YouTube does not recommend them at all. So people think that these channels might be shadow banned. I made an entire video about shadow banning, and if you think that it doesn't exist, well, watch this video in here and you might actually be surprised.